Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We are in episode 4, giving you the syllabus for a successful contest prep. And very much like we talked about planning the proper off-season, the most appropriate thing to give you the best foundation for your pre-contest, now we really have to map out the entire pre-contest. And very much like I was describing, Adam, with my schedule, what this is going to be like, we're going to be planning, exactly some sub goals. When should you be at this weight or this body comp? When should you be here? If we're going to have any chance to go through some metabolic building, calorie increasing at the end, how are these stages going to go? Can we predict based on your history when you might start hitting a slowdown because of kind of bumping up against your metabolic set point? These are all things that I think we should be planning for to make sure that there are just going to be fewer surprises.
Yeah, and just because you lay something out doesn't mean that it has to be exactly that way. I talk to clients about that all the time. And interestingly enough, I have a really good case of a client. We were trying to get to a certain body weight before we started reverse dieting. She's about 3 pounds off from that. And her fire's going out. She's like, there's just no shows happening. I'm losing it a little bit. So I'm thinking, well, this sounds like someone that needs a break. Why not diet break now, even though I wanted to get there, maybe 3 weeks later at about a pound a week? This is exactly what she needs right now. So that doesn't mean I was wrong. It just means I was off by 3 weeks on when we would physically need this. And I'm totally okay with that and being dynamic as a coach with that.
And to your point, you just then, as a good coach, it's like reading the defense. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't expect this. And so now you have to adjust and call a new play. Doesn't mean you're out of the game or you were wrong. That's just new information coming, into the equation. But I also have a client who just yesterday, she said, okay, we were going to compete in March and then April and then May and then June and, all of these COVID-19 delays. Now here's where we are. We definitely have had to bring body weight up a little bit just to survive this transition. And she said, okay, here are some pictures from different shows, different weights. And it allowed us to collaborate together to say, okay, we've done everything, I think, as perfectly as you can to get to this point. Now we have to be really careful after all of these changes to make sure we nail this. So I said, now just, drawing up the X's and O's for our next play, here's how I'm going to kind of reformat or remap our next step. So you're right. Once you reverse engineer that quote perfect plan, that doesn't mean the coaching is over. That means you're still calling plays every single week to make sure that the offense is still executing.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing with this particular client. We're doing a call today because I don't want to think we're doing anything wrong by changing what our original game plan was with our last call. I've done more calls this season than ever just due to COVID. It's been a very, it's been tough. And, but I like it because this is just throwing more curveballs and it's going to make me a better coach in the end.
Yeah. You brought up a great academic reminder to me too. I remember, in an evolutionary biology class at Harvard, we had this, we had the syllabus, we had the map, everything was perfect. It was integrated. I was doing what I was supposed to do. Then the professor actually had a personal emergency, like a family emergency. And she just totally like blanked for a week. So we're like, where's the professor? And then, we hear about this stuff. And so she had to say, hey, are you guys okay with doing this? And the TA is going to teach for a week or two and this and this and this. And of course, everybody's like, yeah, that's fine. Like, we'll get through this. So even with the best laid plan, you've got to be ready to be flexible and still be ready to perform. And that's the most important thing here. I mean, don't lose sight of the fact that as coaches, we want you to win. We want you to be at your best. And that means a lot of active coaching and redrawing of the plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, guys, well, stay tuned because we're going to go through 6 more episodes to make sure you have the entire syllabus for that successful contest prep.